Our lecture for now are questions related to share or profit after withdrawal. So let's get started. Category 3. A and B start a business with investments of rupees 5,000 and rupees 4,500 respectively. After 4 months, A takes out half of his capital. After 2 more months, B takes out 1/3 of his capital, while C joins them with a capital of rupees 7,000. At the end of a year, they earn a profit of rupees 5,080. Find share of each member in the profit. Let's solve this. As we can observe, the investors are withdrawing some amount of their capital after a certain period of time. So I have named this type of questions as share or profit after withdrawal. Let's understand the A's share. He initially invested rupees 5,000, but after 4 months, he took half of his capital, so it becomes 2,500. And in case of B, he initially invested rupees 4,500. After 2 more months of A, that is 6 months, B takes out 1/3 of his capital, so it becomes rupees 3,000. Now let's find out the ratio. A is to B is to C is equal to 5,000 into 4 plus 2,500 into 8 is to, this is because A invested 5,000 for 4 months and he took half of his capital, it became 2,500, and he invested this amount for the remaining 8 months. Now for B, 4,500 into 6 plus 3,000 into 6. B invested 4,500 for 6 months and it took 1/3 of his capital, so it became 3,000, and invested this amount for the remaining 6 months. And finally, C joins them after 6 months, so 7,000 is 6. This is his investment and he joined 6 months later. Therefore, A is to B is to C becomes 40,000 is to 45,000 is to 42,000. So this is 40 is to 45 is to 42. Now we have understood the ratios, and the annual profit is given as 5,080, and we know the formula as annual profit into C1 by C1 plus C2 plus C3. These are the capital investments which we got here, C1, C2 and C3. If you are finding A's share, this will be C1. If you are finding for B, that will be C2, and if you are finding for C, that will be C3. The rest is same. Like what we did in all other problems, by substituting the values in this formula, we will be getting A's share as rupees 1,600 and B's will be rupees 1,800 and C's share will be rupees 1,680. That is how we can calculate the individual share. A, B and C enter into a partnership and their shares are in the ratio 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4. After 2 months, A withdraws half of his capital, and after 10 months, a profit of rupees 378 is divided among them. What is B's share? This is similar to what we have done before. Their initial investments are given as 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4. So this converts into 6 is to 4 is to 3. So let's take them as 6x is to 4x is to 3x. This is of A, and this is of B, and this is of C. After 2 months, A withdraws half of his capital, and after 10 months, a profit of rupees 378 is divided among. We have to find out the B's share. Therefore, the capital ratio will be 6x into 2 plus 3x into 10. This is because his investment was 6x for 2 months and he removed half of his capital after 2 months, so it became 3x, and for the remaining 10 months his capital investment was 3x. Similarly, for B, 4x into 12, and for C it is 3x into 12. So this can be written as 42 is to 48 is to 36. Therefore, 7 is to 8 is to 6 is the respective ratio. We have to find the B's share. Therefore, B's share is equal to profit into capital investment of B plus total capital investment. By substituting this, you will be getting 378 into 8 by 21. So the final answer will be 144. This is the value of B's share. I think there is no need to beat our brains to solve these questions. This is the end of partnership concept.